This is the new BMW M5. It's a hybrid, it weighs 2.5 tons and it's very slightly slower than the last one. But hang on for a second, let's give this a chance, see what it's like, let's have a look at what's new and go for a drive. This new M5 is of course based on the current 5 Series, the G60 5 Series, but to make it look like a proper M car, they've done a number of things to give it that M car stance. The big thing are these wide arches. The new 5 Series is already quite a wide car, but this is 75mm wider at the front, and for the first time in an M5, it's also wider at the back by 48mm. The wheels are pretty big as well. They're 20-inch at the front and 21s at the back, so they're sort of double staggered. Like every M car, it's got the sort of twin spar mirrors, and this bumper is very different to a normal 5 Series as well. It's got these sort of triangular elements, which the design people say really plants the car to the road. Overall, it really gives it a sort of new dimension compared to a normal 5 Series. Inside, it's again new 5 Series as we know it, so you've got the high dashboard, curved screen, sort of light bar, and plenty of gloss black plastic. For the M5, there's of course better sports seats. They're not as extreme as the previous generation, so that they've lost a little carbon fibre bit between your legs, which is a good thing. There is plenty of carbon fibre on here. There's carbon fibre paddles, flat bottom steering wheel, but M have made one really big difference. Clearly, like us, they like buttons, and in a normal 5 Series it can be a bit cumbersome to change your drive modes, whereas here it's right there. You want to fill with the drive modes, it's one button, and you've got a menu. You want to turn off the traction control, it's right there. Hybrid modes, one button. Turn off the speed warning bong and lane keep assist, again one button. This should be like this in every normal 5 Series. So welcome then to the new BMW M5. All 717 horsepower of it on a wet road, so this could be interesting. And first off, good news, it still has a V8 and it still sounds good. Just knock it down a few gears. At low revs it still has a nice sort of V8 burble, and at high revs it almost kind of hardens to an E92 M3-ish roar. Some of it might be fake, I don't know, but from here it sounds pretty good. Does it feel like 700 horsepower? Well, not quite, because 2.5 tons do have their effect, but I mean it does 3.5 seconds to 62. How much faster do you need your super saloon to be? The power arms race has got to stop at some point, and this is as good a point as any. Probably could have stopped a bit earlier than 700 horsepower. Where that electric power really comes in is the mid-range. You can just be in any gear, any revs, put your foot down and it goes. There's just roll-on performance for days. So this car is very much a product of the modern age of 2024. Would I like it to be a bit smaller, a bit lighter, a bit simpler? Sure, but that's a very hard thing to do nowadays with fleet CO2 averages and legislation coming in. At the end of the day, this car still has a proper engine, and it has the chassis to entertain on a twisty road. And compared to the previous M5, the hybrid component probably does give it a bit of extra usability for some people, and the chassis is perfectly comfortable on longer journeys and around town. And let's remember that the upcoming Audi R6 replacement and the Mercedes E63 replacement will probably have similar layouts. So considering all that, I think BMW has done quite a good job here. They're will inevitably be faster and more focused versions. But as a new chapter to the M5 story, I think this is pretty good.